Now, for those think that you sitting at home, you thinking a gym or anything gonna get you paid, motherfucker need to step their ass out into this world. Go get your ass a job. If you get your ass a job, you get your ass a job, right? Yeah, they say jobs, you know, meet your criteria. Some might, some won't. You know what I mean? But if you get your ass a job, see, the thing is, when motherfuckers give up, you got to motherfuckers that give up, then they want to depend on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? To pay their bills, pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that. But then when the pocket is all gone, where is they going? So basically, for a motherfucker that wanna live a freebie life, if you wanna live a freebie life, here you go. There go the street, there go the fields, there go the trees. You can make your hut. You do whatever you want. You don't have to pay nothing. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You don't have to get up and wash your ass. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to do nothing. If you don't want to work, you don't have to. And especially, this is another place. When you fuck over somebody for your love relationships, you can take your love relationships and stay out here. Because motherfuckers that's greedy and you all in the flesh, this could be anybody. It's gonna always backfire. It's gonna always backfire. Always. That's a good thing, it's always gonna backfire. Here's another thing too. Fuck the psych, fuck all that, because none of that shit cannot endure what God can. Some people go with those cards. See, you gotta know what you're doing with those cards. Because the cards can flip on you. And here's another thing too. When a motherfucker's telling the truth about a motherfucker that lies on them, you're gonna see them scratching their face. You're gonna see them mumbling up under their breath. You're gonna see all this up out of them, but then they want you to self-apology. You have motherfuckers like that, right? It could be any motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? Just don't call me. I don't give a fuck why this been going on like that. Just keeping it real. Just giving some, good game off. Avoid the motherfuckers. Avoid motherfuckers from your pockets. Even if it's your family. Because that's the one that's gonna hurt you the most. When you do things for certain family members that ain't got nothing, that ain't got nothing, then when you get in too comfortable with yourself, that's the thing. When a person get too comfortable with themselves, trouble's gonna happen. But you're gonna think you're some angel that with a feather on your ass with some wings. Like you ain't never done that. Like you so innocent. And when you see a motherfucker like that, they try to play like they so innocent, like you don't know, they don't If they ain't never did nothing, or they want to bring up what they done, or this and that excuse all that. Because motherfucker, when there's blood involved, when you see somebody getting hurt, your your personal love, your side love, that don't mean shit. I'm not saying stop loving the person, but your personal love with someone else don't mean shit. When you disrespect the growing up rule. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, ain't no way that I'll put my personal love in front of some blood that's being spilled. I'll go help this person. At least you try to help and not give up. You can help that person from going space out on you or on someone else. But when you tell someone some shit that you don't give a fuck about them, what you expect to get back. You get your same bullshit that you dished out, and when you can't take it, it's hard for a shit starter because they go through all these emotions. You're going through all these emotions. Feel me? So all these emotions, you're gonna tell a lie on top of another lie. You're gonna tell a lie up under that. You're gonna try to make yourself look good in front of people. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go out and help someone else, and then you don't help the person that helped you. Now, when someone is telling the truth about a person that did them wrong, it could be anybody. You have that right to tell them like it is. Because you go back to the source. Nobody else. You go back to the source that you was with. And as a man is supposed to stick up, stand up, and swallow your motherfucking pride and get your ass up and be a motherfucking man and keep your word. This is one thing that motherfuckers fail to see. Keeping your word can save your life. Keeping your word with someone that brings trust. Keeping your word with someone is respect. A 10 is broken. Because if a person disrespect another person that have not disrespected and had the back through thick and thin, it's on that motherfucker who turned their back. That's for anybody. Because falling in love in the flesh, that's a sin. And there's a lot of people that does that. You can't always go run back to your pussy or go run to your dick. Because pussy and dick is not gonna save a bunch of motherfuckers. That's just a fantasy. And here's another thing too. You'll never be able to run and hide from your troubles. I don't care who you is, or who you are, or what you is. I don't give a fuck person. And I ain't gonna tell nobody to give a fuck about this shit. I don't care. I'm just saying this because motherfuckers, if you wake up, you wake up. If you don't, fuck you. Here's the thing. If a motherfucker do something for you, you should be able to do it back without worrying about losing a damn thing. Because when you help back, you gain more. But if you find an easy way and the cheap way to get out of something, you done fucked up and cheated your motherfucking self out of life. You didn't learn nothing. Ain't no sorry, none of this, none of that. Gonna create that big ass hell. Because once when you become a failure, who in the hell is gonna trust you with their life? Who in the hell? Because you can't trust a motherfucker that you grow up with either. Because that son of a bitch was great on you. I mean, there's some motherfuckers that keep the cap on tight, that follow the protocol, that's not into the motherfucking flesh, or into this fucking worldly thing, thinking you gonna fucking be missed out. You ain't gonna miss nothing. You ain't gonna miss no pussy, no dick, no nothing. It's just a bunch of selfish shit that motherfuckers do. And then when it comes to the point when the person is no longer walking, they in another city, another town, ain't to be heard or seen from. This is when all this bullshit, bull-hooing, faking, crying, leaving over the fucking casket, all this fucking shit talking about how much you care, how much you love. Bullshit. Because here's the thing. A liar gonna show their true colors in front of a whole lot of motherfuckers. You just sit back and your people liar, you see who gets mad first. You see who wanna blah, 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 blah. When a motherfucker find your game out, you can't be trusted. Even if you telling the truth, if the liar's telling the truth, that first fuck up that you done broke the trust. Who in the hell's gonna trust you? Who in the hell's gonna believe anything that a liar say when the liar's trying to tell the truth? Because basically, ain't nobody gonna be able to trust a liar because you're untrustworthy. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna lie, you lie that shit to the police. You don't lie to a motherfucker that will ride with you and go to the very end. But when you lose that type of respect from a motherfucker because of your stupidity, there's no way that you'll get that back. There's no way. If a motherfucker go to the casket for you, you know what I'm saying? That's a motherfucker that's down. You know what I'm saying? To make sure shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? Have a motherfucker back. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be together for hella years, and that ain't saying motherfucker get in the way of a motherfucker privately fuck life. You know what I'm saying? Pussy or dick should not come between a relationship that you grew up with for the rest of your life. You can always get pussy and you can always get dick, but you can't get a motherfucker respect back about you. Because your respect is your character. Motherfuckers gonna look at your character. You sitting up here, you gonna have motherfuckers that fall for the bullshit lies. And then eventually you gonna have them motherfuckers like, man, hold up here. Hold the fuck up here. I don't believe all this shit. So basically, that's just like even in the courts. If you being lied on, where's the evidence? Because they gonna write the fucking evidence down, motherfucker, saying on there with the black ink and white papers. So basically, if a motherfucker go down with me as a party, ain't no fucking way, ain't no fucking way, ain't no fucking way that I'm gonna let that certain party head be fucked up because of my stupidity. I wouldn't do that. Because one thing, when somebody's head get fucked up, it's either you can help them or they too damn far gone into it. Then there's nothing you can fucking do. Be like, damn, man. But then still in motherfucker said, man, I told you I'm sorry. Get your fucking ass up and go talk to the person. That's how you fix that. But when you selfish and when you thinking this for anybody, when you thinking your shit just work because you're not saying nothing that has God with it, you can forget all that. You can forget all of it. Because only way that forgiveness works is you got to have God coming out of your mouth. Not nothing for you think that is going to help a person, that you forcing up on someone, that just because it might work for you, it don't work for them. And another thing too, when a liar scrunch their face, you full of shit. You up here playing, and one thing too, when a liar, you can't play with religion. You know what I'm saying? You want forgiveness, but then you want to go back out and do the same fucking bullshit. No. That's when there's a stop to it. Don't give a fuck how much you cry. Don't give a fuck how much you mumble up under your breath. Because there's a time that when you're not doing right, You can get knocked on your ass to wake up. Or it takes something for a motherfucker to wake up. Hopefully, if a motherfucker wake up, excuse me. Sometimes it takes a tragedy for a motherfucker to wake up to get it. But then, you still got motherfuckers that don't wake up from a tragedy. You don't learn. What it takes for somebody to wake up. I said, do it take a tragedy? Motherfuckers ain't gonna get it. Every fucking thing is not everybody's fucking problem. When it's a bunch of people you with. Sometimes a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, taking it another way so where motherfuckers can understand, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't call me, don't ask me, don't even think, just listen, and I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not gonna make nobody do shit. I'm not gonna tell them what to do, I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm gonna tell myself what to do. Better myself what to do. Fuck what everybody else got going on, because some motherfuckers ain't gonna be on the same track. It could be your brother, it could be your sister. They're not gonna be on the same track with you. So it's a time and place when you have to say, man, I love them, but you have to let them go. You have to let it go. Still you love them. Still family. Still, on a personal stint, you got to cut them off that train. Until they can get it. And you just can't go around, you have motherfuckers that go around just talk about people, point all this too. You know, that makes me laugh. Because even when you're not pointing the finger and you talk about someone, that's still like pointing the finger, right? Now, here's another thing too about a shit starter. When a motherfucker got some shit against you and know about you, I think you ought to shut the fuck up. That's on real shit. That's for anybody. Some things you gotta man up. And also, a man gotta realize the woman ain't gonna always get you out of everything. Those who depend on their woman. If you put your love before blood, hey, you about the biggest dummy in the world. Out of here.